Welcome everyone to Vested Interest. This is Shane back again for another stock pick of the day. It is December 27th, Tuesday, back to a short work week. I am just working through Thursday and then have Friday off again for another 4-day weekend. So hopefully you are wrapping up 2022 in similar fashion and ready for 2023. Happy holidays to everyone out there. We are going to take a look at Pfizer today. It is out of the healthcare sector. Let's jump right in. So Pfizer, if you want to know more about them, check them out at www.pfizer.com. Again, they are a biopharmaceutical company out of the healthcare sector. Started in 1849 by cousins Charles Pfizer and Charles Erhardt. Founded Charles Pfizer and Company in a red brick building in Brooklyn, New York. There's the original brick building. Fast forward to 2020 to 2022, Pfizer leads the world in developing a vaccine and treatment in response to the virus that we all should know about unless you've lived in a closet or under a brick for the last couple of years. So that is what they do. Again, healthcare company, biopharmaceutical company. Let's jump over and take a look at why we are looking at them today. Well, they were down 1.35% on the day, ticker PFE. Again, Pfizer Inc. closed out the day at $51.13. 52-week range as low as $41.45, as high as $59.80. So it looks like they are kind of floating in between their 52-week low and their 52-week high. Average volume 21 million. Today was 10 million, so less volume than average, but steady decline. You can clearly see that. Market cap of 287.009 billion, beta of 0.65, less volatile than the overall market. PE ratio is low, 9.8. Earnings per share, $5.22 per share, and their next earnings date is January 31st. Forward dividend is $1.64 paid out on the year, so divide by 4. We'll see what that is per share here in a minute. And they have a decent dividend yield at 3.16%. Actually, that's pretty nice. Anything over 3% is a pretty nice dividend yield. Ex-dividend date is January 26th, so if you bought them now, you would be in line for their next dividend. 1-year target estimate, at least according to Yahoo Finance, where I pulled this up. I am not affiliated with Yahoo Finance, just where I like to pull some information. And I always recommend more than one source, so we will see the second source here in a minute. And they have a 1-year target for the stock price of $55.49. Now, as we jump over to another source that I like to look at, stockanalysis.com. Again, I always recommend at least 2 sources. The more the better, so that you can verify the information that you are getting is accurate. Sometimes these sites do not update information as readily as some others, or they just present wrong information altogether. So again, more than one source is recommended by me. I always look at more than one source whenever I'm looking at stocks to add to my portfolio, add to my watch list, or that I'm interested in general. So still looking at Pfizer, ticker PFE, out of the healthcare sector. And out of the 28 stock analysts that have taken a look at this, they call it a consensus buy. And again, if you went over to stockanalysis.com to their site, you could click on each one of these, right? Sell. It would tell you how many of these analysts call to sell, a hold, a buy, strong sell. You'd be able to see that. But overall, this is their average consensus. They have a low estimate of $44.44, and this is actually about where I was buying them last year. I do not currently have a position in Pfizer. I sold out of them. They ran up quite a bit. I was buying them in the low 40s last year and then sold them in the mid 50s, a little higher than where they currently sit. So I would love for them to pull back into this low 40 range. That would be a 13.08% decrease. Obviously, the dividend yield would be much higher, closer to the 4% where I had them last year. They have an average estimate of $56.60. So this is pretty close to what we saw in Yahoo Finance on the previous slide. That would be a 10.7% increase from where it currently sits. And if it happened to hit the high, $78.75, that would be a 54.02% increase from where it currently sits. All the while, if you bought them now, you would be collecting that just above 3% dividend yield. Now, this is where I would typically show you my position. As I stated, I do not have a position in Pfizer currently. It is one that I am watching. If it does pull back into that low 40s range, I would be interested in adding it back to the portfolio. Again, quarterly payer, 40 cents per share here. right? Nice low payout ratio, 29.9%. So lots of room for it to increase the payout, right? That's what we want. But it does not have great dividend growth, only 2.56%. They may increase in the future. Whenever I see low payout ratios like this, I typically like to see a little higher dividend growth, right? They have a lot of runway to go, so it'd be nice to see them giving you a little more than this. I'd like, high low single digits, 8-9%. Obviously 10 to 12% would be better, or even higher, but you can't really be too picky. But this is a very low dividend payout ratio and a decent dividend growth, even though it is on the lower side. And that is really it. These are supposed to be quick hitters, trying to find value in the market where it presents itself. This one, compared to its peers in the market, around just under a 10% PE ratio, is lower than its peers currently. But again, if it happened to pull back in that 44 or lower range, I would love to add it there. It's one, in my opinion, I would not be interested in buying it right now, even though we saw it, some of the 28 analysts that have looked at it recommend it is in the buy range. It's just not in my buy range compared to some of the other stuff that I'm adding to my portfolio currently. But again, on my watch list for a future ad if it ever gets to the price target I am looking for. And as always, appreciate you stopping by. If you haven't done so already, don't forget to show me some love. Hit that thumbs up, ring the notification bell. Most importantly, subscribe to the channel. Join me on this journey to financial freedom. Hopefully you are on your own journey as well. I do have a Webull link down below in the comment section. If you use that link, I'd get some free stocks. You'd get some free stocks as well. That would be one way you could help out the channel. Completely up to you. If you don't have a brokerage account, that is one I use. I do my main brokerage account that I cover on this channel on my stock portfolio updates on Sunday. That is actually out of Ally Bank. That is where my main brokerage is. But my smaller brokerage, where I do a little bit more let's call it gambling, speculative stocks, speculative plays over there, and I don't typically cover them on this channel. Like I said, I do personally read and respond to the comments, so if you drop me a comment down below, let me know what you think of Pfizer. Are there other healthcare stocks in your portfolio you like better? Go ahead and let me know about it. And this is Shane signing off, wishing peace and prosperity to you and yours, especially in this holiday season. And remember, financial security comes to those who take a vested interest. Hey, thanks for stopping by. Hope you have a great week. Hope you wrap up 2022 on a high note, and get ready because 2023 is just around the corner and quickly approaching. We will see you in the next one. Don't forget to tune in the rest of the week. I will be doing stock pick of the day videos like this one tomorrow, on Wednesday, Thursday, and nothing on Friday, but then back again on Sunday for the portfolio update. So again, hit that subscription, hit the subscription down below, and hit the notification bell as well so you're notified whenever we put out any new videos. All right, we'll get out of here. I'm not a financial advisor. Nothing in this presentation should be considered financial advice. I'm only sharing my opinion and investing journey for educational and entertainment purposes. Investing involves risk. You can lose money. You should never invest any amount you're not comfortable losing. Always do your own research. Invest based on your situation, circumstances, and select criteria, or seek the advice and counsel of a certified financial advisor.